There are a lot of ways to build a strong body. And for the residents of Miami-Dade, getting your COVID-19 vaccination is an important part. Help everyone stay safe as we continue to fight the spread. And we can protect those most vulnerable around us. With easy access to vaccination locations and the growing ability for more people to be protected, it's our best shot to keep moving forward. It's our best shot for a strong, healthy community. For more information, visit miamidade.gov/vaccine.
Good morning. It's Tuesday and it's 11 a.m., which means it's time for the FIU Music Hour on WDNA 88.9 FM, where we present live weekly performances in the WDNA Jazz Gallery and feature students, faculty, and alumni from Florida International University School of Music. I am your host today and FIU faculty Dr. Russ Spiegel, and along with our producer Dr. Karen Velaz, we'd like to welcome you to the show. Whether you're listening to us at home, in your car, or live on WDNA.org/FIU, we are delighted to have you with us. Today, we are pleased to feature the hard-hitting Alfonso Velasco Visions featuring FIU alumnus and drummer and composer Alfonso Velasco, saxophonist Claudens Louis, pianist Elijah G., and bassist Gabriel Godoy. A South Florida native, Alfonso has had a passion for music from a very young age. His studies took him first to Florida State University, where he received his bachelor's degree, and then on to FIU for his master's degree. As a composer, some of Alfonso's main influences are John Coltrane, Wayne Shorter, Miles Davis, Herbie Hancock, and many others, and the music of various genres that range from his Latin heritage to fusion, gospel, hip-hop, and R&B. His group Visions is a group that focuses on a variety of these genres and is centered on modern jazz. And Alfonso writes the music and arranges the music as well. Good morning, Alfonso.
Good morning, Dr. Ross.
Hey, so what tunes do you have to start us off with today?
Well, the first two tunes that I have to start with is Eye of the Hurricane and Invitation.
All right, looking forward to hearing this.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Great sound, great energy from this group. Alfonso, I have a couple questions for you.
All right.
The first one is, let's talk a little bit about your musical background and how did you find yourself end up playing the drums?
Well, I started actually playing piano at a very, very young age, elementary school, and did a little bit of recitals here and there. And then I was introduced to band in middle school, and I was like, I want to play saxophone. So I picked up saxophone a little bit, and I played a little bit, and I did it in the marching band in high school at St. Thomas Aquinas. And then, for some reason, seeing the drum line, I was like, wow, I want to really play what they're doing. I like these rhythms, and I was never seeing that as in middle school. So then I was like, you know what? I want to learn this. So I started drumming actually in high school, and then I've never stopped, and that has been my motivation. And now I just play piano and drums mainly.
Okay, sounds good. Because I did notice you play traditional grip as opposed to matched. And
Oh, yeah.
Does that come from drumline?
Yes, that actually comes from drumline. And also, you know, I like drummers like Vinny Colaiuta and Dave Weckl, and they play that way, you know, in like the old school traditional style. I like that
Oh,
style.
very cool. And speaking of them, since we talked about your compositional, the people who influenced you compositionally, who are your biggest influences on the drums?
Oh, wow. Tony Williams, Elvin Jones, Philly Joe Jones. I feel like a lot of drummers can, you know, relate to this statement. But not only are those my influences, but also Dennis Chambers, Vinny Colaiuta, Dave Weckl, even some of the newer generation people like Tony Royster Jr., Eric Moore, and Marcus Gilmore, of course. And I would say there's a lot there. Raul Pineda, he's a drummer, and I would say there's a lot of influences, a lot of drummers that I think about in my head.
Nice, nice. And speaking of going back to composition for a second, you tell us a little bit about your compositional approach, and also from your studies at FIU, how that helped you with this?
Actually, studying with Rodolfo Zuniga, we had a lesson, and he noticed that I was writing tunes and things, and he said, you know what? Your final recital is going to be all your originals. And I was like, okay. So within, you know, a span of, you know, the time that I had in that semester, I was like, you know what? I'm going to make it a thing to write tunes and start really getting into it in my master's program specifically. And from there, it just inspired me to write more music. And now with this record I just released, that music is actually an emotional roller coaster for me. Reason being, and the guys know, actually my uncle back in March passed away from COVID. So that album, in a way, this EP is a dedication to him. So when you go through these 4 songs, I was like, you know what? I need to write this music for this reason, because it's in my head, you know? And so these melodies and these chords came out, and I'm like, you know what? This needs to happen. And this needs to happen, and it's happening, and I'm grateful for every bit of it.
Wow. And you've got 3 great musicians who you work with. Do you want to tell us a little bit about them as well, and how you met up and how you decided to form this group?
Oh, yeah. Well, I've known Elijah since I started Broward College. So that's, man, we're thinking about 8 years maybe. Claudens, about the same. I met him when I was at FSU and came down, and I was like at Le Chat when it was there. And, you know, and then Gabe, I met him through FIU when we did the gig with Melinda. Yeah, I remember that, yeah. Yeah. So then we've stayed connected, and they're my family and my brothers.
And finally, for our audience, how could they follow you online, in the social media world?
Oh, the social media world, yes, of course. So my name is Fonzie Beats on Instagram, and on Facebook, Alfonso Velasco, quotation mark, Fonzie. And then I also have my website, alfonsovelasco.com. And that I have my scheduling and my music on there as well.
Fantastic. And speaking of original compositions, I think you're going to play one for us now. What's it called?
So this is the first tune off my record, Visions, titled Calamity. And this is, I would say, the moment that it happened.
Wow.
So
Alfonso Velasco Visions, Calamity. You're listening to the FIU Music Hour on WDNA 88.9 FM with Alfonso Velasco Visions. We'll be right back after these messages. We are back with the FIU Music Hour with Alfonso Velasco Visions on WDNA 88.9 FM. This week, the FIU School of Music will be hosting the following concerts. Saturday, March 5th at 7:30 p.m. at the Wertheim Concert Hall, FIU Piano Alumni Recital. Relive the classics when FIU piano alumni return to the Wertheim for a night of music by Schubert, Lecuona, Bach, Mendelssohn, Rachmaninoff, Allen, Alkan, and Liszt. Directed by Dr. Jose Raul Lopez. Admission is free. Also on Monday, March 7th, also at 7:30 p.m. at the Wertheim Concert Hall, Hermitage Piano Trio. The Friends of Chamber Music of Miami, in partnership with the Herbert and Nicole Wertheim School of Music and Performing Arts, present the Hermitage Piano Trio for an evening of Turina, Ravel, and Rachmaninoff. General admission is $35, but university students are admitted free. For these and many more exciting events, you can find information at fiu.universitytickets.com or musictix, that's T-I-X, at fiu.edu. And now back to our show with Alfonso Velasco. And Alfonso, we're going to now hear, I think, the next 3 tunes on your album. What are they?
So the next song will be called Cordillera, which is another word for mountain peak, the highest point in the sky. Then we're going to go into Amanecer, which is definition for sunrise or dawn. And then we end off with Waves, which is dealing with the ocean.
Fantastic. All right. Alfonso Velasco Visions. Change here before Waves. And again, you are listening to the Alfonso Velasco Visions, featuring music from their new CD. Does the CD have a title, by the way, or is it Alfonso Velasco Visions? Okay.
It is just Alfonso Velasco Visions right now.
All right. Great. All right. You've been listening to Alfonso Velasco Visions featuring FIU alumnus, drummer, and composer Alfonso Velasco, along with saxophonist Claudens Louis, pianist Elijah G., and bassist Gabriel Godoy on the FIU Music Hour on WDNA 88.9 FM. I've been your faculty host, Russ Spiegel, and along with our producer, Karen Velaz, we'd like to thank our production crew, FIU grad students Najee McLean and Samantha Stern, WDNA's sound and tech wizard, Alex Aldrich, and the staff of WDNA 88.9 FM for today's broadcast. If you would like more information on all our programs, make sure to call 305-384-2896, or you can like our Facebook or Instagram page to stay up to date with all our upcoming performances. Thank you so much for joining us, and make sure to join the FIU Music Hour for more great music every Tuesday, 11 a.m. to noon. Thanks again to our guests. And Alfonso, what's the last song you will be playing for us today?
So the last song I want to do is actually ended on a very slow note, and that's Body and Soul.
Oh, the great Body and Soul. Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.